The Maasai tribe is a tribe in Africa that actually was one of the only tribes that survived the cruelty and the hardship of slavery. And that's because that's the tribe that has the big plates in their mouth and the big rings that hang down from their ears, because the slave traders didn't think they were very attractive and they didn't want to bring those people into the Americas. They thought they were very disturbing. So that tribe happened to be saved. So on this wall is going to be the Maasai tribe. And when you come around the corner, you'll be able to look into this room. There's actually a mirror here, so you're seeing my reflection. But inside that room is going to be a hut, an African hut. It's going to be for the Dogon hut and the Dogon tribe. Coming down this hallway, the hut is to my right. In front of me will be my slave room, my slave ship. Now, from the legend of Cecilia, my grandmother tells me that the children that were captured during slavery had lots of fears. They were put on these ships. They were crunched together. The ship was horrible. The trip to the Middle Passage was hard. This room is only about 6 by 9. But those children had dreams and they had strength and they had courage. Those are our ancestors. That's where the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther Kings, the Harriet Tubman, the Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois, Nora Thurston, Jackie Zelda Orms, those where all those people came from. Those are those ancestors, and that's where we are. This 6 by 9 room will be filled with 500 African rap dolls that I've made throughout the years. Coming through that hallway, we're going to come into this exhibit gallery that's called the Historical Room. Ordinary people who made extraordinary accomplishments. This room will carry the dolls of Harriet Tubman, the Tuskegee Airmen, Colin Powell, Jesse Jackson, Madam C.J. Walker, Nelson Mandela, George Washington Carver, Bessie Coleman, Martin Luther King, just to name a few. We'll also have some celebrity dolls up into this room. We're going through that gallery, and we're going to come into a large gallery area. And in this first part is going to be what I call BOOM, Black Owned and Operated Manufacturers. This I have the history of the first toy manufacturer that did black doll, black owned and operated business. So we'll have Walter Abbott, we'll have Beatrice Wright, Shindana, the Negro Doll Company, Olmec, Integrity, Big Beautiful Dolls, HIA Toys today, Ethy Dolls, Keisha Dolls will be held in this area of this exhibit room. Walk in the hall. This exhibit will have fairy tales and storybook dolls. I have lots of fairy tales. Everybody has dreams. We all want dreams. And so we should be able to express those dreams. All kids, all colors. So there are dolls that represent Rapunzel and Little Red Riding Hood that are in the black version, and we have those. And we'll have those storybook dolls. We'll also have the history of black cloth dolls, because those are important, because people made those dolls out of love for their children. This long hallway will be the playful paper trail. And in here, we'll carry some of the paper dolls that I have. And they're going to be hung on picture frames. We'll come down the hallway this way, and we're walking 500 feet, and we're going to come into the music room. This room, if we're lucky, we'll be able to have soundproof. We'll be able to have our music dolls in here. We have a collection of about 400 or 500, at least minimum, vinyl records, 33s, 78s, 45s, all from my childhood. We have a wall that will have gospel, a wall that will have jazz, a wall that will have R&B, a wall that will have hip-hop, a wall that will have disco. And in this room, people will be able to come in. They'll be able to look at the dolls. They'll be able to read books and magazines. They'll be able to look in through old Ebony's and old Essence, Vibe, Source. And they'll be able to read about some of the artists that really became icons in the music industry. We'll have dolls from Ray Charles, Louis Armstrong. We'll have Tupac and Biggie. We'll have Diana Ross and Beyonce. All up in here, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley. We'll be able to view those dolls and listen to those music while people enjoy those dolls. This room is quite dark. We don't have lighting. Hopefully we can raise some money and we can get this room together, because this room is really bad. But we want this room to be our sports room. As you can see, it's very dark up in this room. So in our sports room, we'll be talking about athletes. We'll have an area dedicated in the corner. It's very dark, but we'll have that area so that we can actually have a speed bag in this corner, and we will have information in that corner about Muhammad Ali, Jack Johnson. We'll have Joe Frazier, Marvin Hagler. This corner over here, we'll put our little lightweight tennis, golf, little miniature golf. You can just take one little stripe, one little ball. But we'll have information about golf up in here, Tiger Woods. We'll also have Arthur Ashe. We'll also have Venus and Serena in this room. We'll also have Shaq. We'll also have Michael Jordan up in this room. We have many black sports dolls that will go up in here, and of course we're from Boston, so we'll have a room filled with Celtics memorabilia. We have a room filled with the Patriots. We have a room with the Bruins. This is our sports room. This main gallery that you see here, we still have a pipe that needs to get taken out, and because we're just women who collect dolls, we're not too sure about this pipe, but we're going to find somebody that's going to do that. Hopefully, if we get the money that we need, we'll be able to get somebody to come and take the pipes out. It used to go to, I don't know, something, but it's the plumbing, and we need to have that cut and removed. But this huge room, we like to call this our rotating gallery space, where we'll be able to invite other doll artists to come in, share their talent, their knowledge with people, with kids, talk about how they made them, why they made them, and what they want to do with them. This little area here is our actual little service bar, I guess that's what we're calling it. It already had a refrigerator. We can't afford to have one. If it don't work, we'll probably have to toss it. But this is a little service area, and right now we just keep our little sodas and stuff up in here. This area right here we're going to dedicate to Barbie and other fashion dolls. And not just Barbie, but other fashion dolls. We have big, beautiful dolls, and I'm really big on Big Beautiful Doll because she's a big doll. She's a full-figure doll, and she comes in all nationalities and ethnicities. She's the first big full-figure doll. Unlike Barbie, she doesn't get a lot of publicity about her, but she really welcomes the spirit of most women because her bones are big. Everybody can't be Barbie. I want to be Barbie really bad, and I never could be. I think that's one of the reasons why I always looked for dolls and always collected dolls. But I do have a collection of Barbies. I would say my collection is very small compared to some of the Barbie collectors that I know. I only have about 600. This space down here is called Shoot for the Stars. It's a small area, but I have applied and hopefully will be able to obtain a space shuttle, miniature space shuttle, because I heard that they are giving those away. And we're going to have Shoot for the Stars, and we'll talk about being able to be wherever you want to be. And we'll have examples of that with the black astronauts, and we have those dolls. This wall right here, if you shoot for the stars, you can be an astronaut, you can be an inventor, and we'll have black inventors. And then, of course, when you come from out of that, you'll see this wall will have space dedicated to the first African American president, Barack Obama. We also have our 2 restrooms. We were very fortunate to get this space. It came our way. Now, if you want to help us continue on with that dream, I'm asking that you look inside yourself and remember that everybody should have a chance, and no kid should have to be bullied and be called hateful words, that everybody has something special and unique about them. And if you help us get this off the ground, at least the kids in this state, and when they come to this state, will know that they can come to this museum and that they'll be finding something that represents them. Thanks.